go. The Bucks and the Hawks. And folks, I know our initial prediction before the playoffs even started was Bucks winning the entire thing. But I don't see them winning the series, folks. I think it's going to be over in 4. I think it's done. I think it's a sweep. I think the Hawks win, and we'll back it up. But it's not looking good here for this Bucks team. So let's talk about what happened last night. Brook Lopez, huge liability on the floor. The man could not defend the high pick and roll between Clint Capella and Trae Young. Clint Capella sets the pick. Trae Young is, coming around the corner. Now, he can either do the teardrop floater, which was killing Brook Lopez the entire game, folks. Trae Young was murdering this man. Or, hey, if, you're going to play Trae Young, that means Clint Capella's ready there for the dunk, ready there for the lob. Trae Young passes it to Clint Capella, and then he's wide open underneath the basket. So it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. And Brook Lopez was just getting absolutely cooked at the 5 position. So they only played him 20 minutes, and he was still a minus 14 on the floor, folks. The worst by far. Besides Chris Middleton, he was also minus 13, but that's for a different reason. He was absolutely garbage shooting the ball, and we're going to talk about that as well. But we're talking about Brook Lopez being an absolute defensive liability out here. A minus 14 on the floor. And did they not watch anything in that 76ers series? I mean, folks, come on. What are we doing? This 76ers team is kind of set up exactly like this Bucks team, basically. A good big. Giannis and Joel Embiid. But they didn't learn anything from that 76ers series because it was just whatever Trae Young wanted, he got the entire game. So Brook Lopez is a defensive liability out there. 20 minutes on the floor and already a minus 14. But if they go small ball, they also get killed as well. We've got the final 2 minutes here, folks, and we're going to walk through it. But that's why you need Brook Lopez out there. Because he has that height to grab the rebounds, but the Hawks were killing the Bucks on the offensive glass, folks, and it was the reason why they kind of lost. So let's walk through this. Bucks up 4, folks, 111-107 with a minute 50 seconds left. Hawks have the ball. Did I get rid of the first clip we needed to see to set it up? What is this clip? All right, that's the second rebound. What is this? All right, here we go. Back up here. All right, here we go. 111-107, a minute 50 left. Hawks have the ball. Trae Young fires a deep 3. He was falling in love with that all game. It wasn't falling, but Giannis followed him once for 3 free throws, and then he just kept shooting from that distance the entire game. But you could do that because of the offensive rebound. So Trae Young shoots a very deep 3. It misses, but John Collins just bodies PJ Tucker for the offensive rebound. That's one offensive rebound. He kicks it out. They shoot another 3. That clinks off the iron. They get another offensive rebound, this time by Clint Capella, folks. So that's 2 offensive rebounds, way more possessions in this one series alone when they're down 3. The Hawks are down 4, excuse me. So Trae Young gets the next Clint Capella gets the offensive rebound, passes it to Trae Young. He passes it back out to John Collins, who then hits the 3, folks. So all those extra possessions, the Bucks could have, theoretically put away the game. You grab the rebound, you go down, score a bucket. Now you're up 6 and feeling real good with about like a minute 20 left in the game, feeling real good. But instead, you're only up 1 now with the minute 40 because you can't grab an offensive rebound. Then what happens on the next possession here for the Bucks? Drew Holiday's going to end up with the ball, and I don't understand that. That man's absolutely garbage. Chris Middleton absolutely floundered in this game. He takes a mid-range jumper, and it's in and out. Clint Capella easily grabs the rebound. Once again, no second chance opportunities here for the Bucks. And then what happens on the next ensuing Hawks drive? Well, let's just talk about it. Let's watch it. Here we go. 41 seconds left. Atlanta down 1 here. Trae Young driving to the bucket, tries to do a little bit of a floater. It goes in and out, but Clint Capella's right there to grab the offensive rebound, secure the ball, go right back up with it, and now the Hawks are up 1, folks. So all those offensive rebounds, because you don't have the height on the floor anymore, because you have to take Brook Lopez out, Then you move Giannis to kind of the 5, but, he can't box out. Nobody's boxing out here, and they just floundered big time down the stretch. So you're damned if you do with Brook Lopez on the floor, and you're damned if you don't, because they're just going to get those second chance points like they did last night, and they're going to hit, folks. Like, you may not get the first one or the second one, but this team's great enough to hit the third. They're not going to blow 3 straight opportunities. So a huge flounder job by the Bucks last night rebounding. And I know the Hawks and the Bucks, they both had 12 offensive rebounds, but the Hawks made the most of it down when they needed to, down the stretch in clutch time. So it just was looking real bad for the Bucks last night. So I don't know if they can overcome that in game 2, honestly. Even at home, you have to get I don't even know the lineup you can use, folks. You got to take Brook Lopez out of the game. Move Giannis to the 5, but like PJ Tucker, he's small, folks. He's a decent defender, but he's still small out there. John Collins is honestly kind of destroying him a little bit. So I don't even know the lineup you could use. Brook Lopez just needs to defend kind of the teardrop floater and the pick and roll a little bit better. But you need the height out there for the offensive rebounds, because Clint Capella and John Collins are just all over the glass, folks. 5 offensive rebounds by John Collins, 4 offensive rebounds by Clint Capella, all going for basically second chance points every single time. So just getting killed on that front. And also what also killed the Bucks, the outside shooting. They both hit 8 threes. That's it. Only 8 threes for the Hawks and 8 threes for the Bucks, but we know this Hawks team is good at shooting the threes. This is just a light night for them, and they still were able to make it out alive. Like, the Bucks, they just cannot shoot, folks. You got to move Chris Middleton back to the 3. This man cannot be the 2. So let's talk about these stats. Here we go. We'll start with the Bucks. Jrue Holiday had a magnificent game. He was the one of 2 reasons why this game was close. 33 points, 10 assists. He shot 5 of 12 from the 3. Great. And 56% on 25 shots, but he was just keeping them in it. He was their only kind of scorer that was not underneath the basket, because that's the only way Giannis was scoring last night, just underneath the basket. So Jrue Holiday was the only person providing outside shooting points for this Bucks team. Then we go to Chris Middleton. Absolutely abysmal. 15 points on 0 of 9 from 3, folks. 0 of 9 from 3, 26% on 23 shots. Absolutely garbage. He had 4 assists and 5 rebounds to go along with that, and he was also a minus 13 on the floor. We just clowned Brook Lopez for being absolutely trash on the floor, minus 14. Chris Middleton was minus 13 because the man could not hit a shot all night. So just clutch shots, beginning shots at the beginning of the game, doesn't matter. The man was trash all night, and that's kind of, a little bit of an outlier. We saw Chris Middleton in that Nets series be decent at home, garbage on the road, but decent at home, and now they're at home, and he's garbage. So you can't trust anybody on this Bucks team. Brook Lopez, 7 points in 20 minutes, only 2 rebounds. And then Giannis, he only took, down low shots, 34 points, all basically coming from down low. Can I bring up this shot graphic? I don't think I can quickly, unfortunately, but it's literally all underneath the basket, folks. He took 2 threes, missed them both. That's classic. We know he's not going to hit any of that. He did hit 6 of 8 from the free throw line, so I'll give him that. But 34 points, he had 9 assists, 12 rebounds. He shot 56% on 25 shots, all coming from underneath the basket, and he was a +4 on the floor in a -3 loss. So once again, not bad there by Giannis, but his supporting cast is truly lackluster. PJ Tucker playing 34 minutes. The man doesn't score, folks. 4 points. He had 7 rebounds, 3 offensive. But once again, we need scorers out here. We need shooters of the ball, and that's what the Bucks don't have. And PJ Tucker wasn't even doing that great of a defense on John Collins. Couldn't even box out John Collins for the final 2 minutes, folks. So what are we doing out here? Pat Connaughton off the bench, once again, garbage shooting, 4 points on 6 shots, 0 of 4 from 3, jeez. Bobby Portis got it done off the bench, 11 points on 8 shots, 62% shooting, we'll take that. And then Britton Forbes, where has this man been, folks? Truly, he had like one good quarter against that Heat team, that Heat series 1, where they swept them. But other than that, the man's been a big old flounder out here. 5 points, he only took 4 shots, but 1 of 3 from the 3. Come on, get on your bullshit. Start hitting the shots. Start being that big-time 3 that we saw you be in that Heat series. So nobody's scoring the basketball out here. multiple people are defensive liabilities. Brook Lopez, PJ Tucker, and the Hawks had their way with it last night. So let's go to the Hawks. Trae Young, 48 points, 11 assists, 7 rebounds. He shot 4 of 13 from 3. Even did a little disrespectful shimmy when the game was like tied and they were down 1. They left him wide open from the three-point line, did a little shoulder shimmy, and then drained the 3. That's what I'm talking about, the disrespect that we love in this league. Trae Young, once again, Derrick Henry and Trae Young are going to be the backdrop of our new show, folks. I mean, it's going to happen. I'm just deciding. There's 3 great ones. If you're following me on Twitter, I'm wrestling with the decision on which one to get of Trae Young. But it's going to be Trae Young and Derrick Henry behind me because they're just the greatest players, folks. I love it. So he was on his bullshit last night, and you love to see it. 48 points, 11 assists, 7 rebounds. Woo, the man took 34 shots, 50%. I'll give it to him, folks. A plus 10 on the floor. Fantastic. Everybody in the starting lineup was plus, folks. Trae Young plus 10, Bogdanovich plus 8, Clint Capella plus 8. Finally, Clint Capella plus 8. The man was a negative in all those games in that 7-game series against the 76ers. Fantastic. John Collins a plus 12, and that man, oh my God, that man is so freaking great. And then Kevin Huerter a plus 15 as well. So here we go. Bogdanovich, once again, this man is floundering, folks. The man is injured. He's hobbled. He wasn't even looking that great all game, and they still were able to get the win. One of their great outside shooters that absolutely floundered last night. 4 points on 6 shots, 16% shooting, folks. 0 of 2 from the 3, and he was still a plus 8 on the floor? Yes! Clint Capella, 12 points, 19 rebounds, folks. Mother-loving-tastic. And then John Collins basically winning the game for this team. 23 points, 15 rebounds, 5 of those offensive, and he only shot 1 of 5 from 3, but he made it count, folks, so you got to give him credit. And then Kevin Huerter, 13 points and 2 rebounds, and once again, 1 of 6 from the 3. The 3 ball was off all night for the Hawks, and they still were able to win. This is Hawks in 4, folks. I mean, it's done. The series is over. I want to root for the Bucks. They were our initial pick, but this Hawks team, folks, they just get it done. They just get it done, folks. It's a great team. At 1 through 5 is fantastic. They all play together. Nobody's bigger than the team, and they all have great nights, usually every single night. Off the bench, Danilo Gallinari, 9 points. Solomon Hill, 4 points on 4 shots. And then Lou Williams, he only hit 1 3, but it came at a big time. It was like at the end of the first quarter, very end of the first quarter, very end of the second quarter. One of that, he hits a big time 3. Give him credit. So, I mean, this Hawks team is just so absolutely fantastic. Trae Young was on his bullshit, and that's usually how it goes. So, Hawks win by 3, 116-113. How foolish are we? We are clowns, folks. We have egg on our face for not taking that Hawks plus 8. What were we thinking? But we'll definitely swallow up that value tomorrow. Yeah, absolutely tomorrow. So, hopefully it's still plus 8. I'll take them straight up. I don't care. I'm taking this Hawks team straight up. Folks, they're going to sweep the Bucks. We've seen enough. I've seen enough from game 1. There's no coming back from this. The Bucks they don't have the pieces. And when they have the pieces, I don't want to see PJ Tucker in the starting lineup. That's all there is to it. Put Giannis at the 5. Put Chris Middleton back at the 3. Put, I don't even know who you put at the 4 then, though. Jeff Teague? Can we put Jeff Teague at the 4, folks? No. No. I don't know, folks. Bobby Portis? Can we put him? All right, yeah, put Bobby Portis at the 4. Giannis at the 5, Bobby Portis at the 4, Chris Middleton at the 3, and then Pat Connaughton at the 2. Pat Connaughton or Bryn Forbes? Pat Connaughton. Put Pat Connaughton at the 2, folks. You cannot put Brook Lopez in the series. That's all there is to it. Can't have PJ Tucker. Because now we're having like 2 non-outside shooters, PJ Tucker and Giannis. I mean, that's not get it done. So if the Bucks make this switch of Jrue Holiday at the 1, Pat Connaughton at the 2, Giannis at the 5, Bobby Portis at the 4, and Chris Middleton at the 3, then maybe we can get back on this Bucks team. But I've seen enough, folks. I've seen enough. Hawks in 4. There it is.